Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We are here to talk about the 5 keys of physical fitness, and we're going to talk about item number 2, which is muscle strength. Okay, so muscle strength, what is it? It refers to the amount of weight you can push, pull, lift in one all-out effort. Okay, muscle strength is muscle group specific, so meaning you may have strong legs but weaker arms, or stronger arms, weaker legs, or any other areas of the body. Okay, so doesn't mean muscle strength doesn't refer to just the person in general. It is referring to muscle groups. Okay, so for example, maybe right now you cannot pick up a 50-pound bag of dog food, or maybe you can, but you know you might injure yourself, or maybe you can, but when you get done, you're just like no energy left for anything. Okay, so that's muscle strength. You could pick up 1 50-pound bag of dog food. But let's say you can't and you want to be able to, okay? Well, how are you going to practice for that? So here's what I would suggest. Okay, we're going to talk about in-home things first because these are the everyday things that the 5 keys need to apply to first, not just in the gym. And then I'll talk about the gym. You want to practice picking up something about half its weight. You want to do that several times a day for a while, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, but every day just pick that thing up a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, okay? Just get your body used to picking it up. Your muscle cells have memory. They will begin to say and adapt to, hey, she's picking this heavier thing up on a regular basis, okay? So once you've done that for a few days or a week or two, then you want to pick up something just a little bit heavier, maybe something that's between that half of the 50 and the 50-pound. Okay, so maybe a 35-pound bag of something. So then you start doing the same thing every day. You pick it up and set it down. Maybe you'll only do it once or twice. Maybe you'll do it once every day for a week or 2 weeks. Okay, but then if you just keep following that regimen, you will all of a sudden one day pick up that 50-pound bag of dog food and you'll realize, hey, it's finally not so hard for me. Okay, that's the best way to accomplish muscle strength for things around your home. Okay, so if you're in the gym and you're aiming to get a higher 1 rep max, you want to have a lot of strength. Okay, what we say about muscle strength is you want more weight, less reps. Okay, so if you're on a chest press, for example, let's say that you want to push 125 pounds and right now you're pushing 85. You're going to work at about 60 to 80% of that 85 pounds, and you're going to go 6 to 8 reps of that 3 times a week. Okay, I'm sorry, 2 to 3 times a week, but 3 to 4 sets is what I really mean. 6 to 8 reps, 3 to 4 sets. Okay, so definitely about twice a week. So there are so many ways to accomplish this. Same with squatting, same with anything else that you're going to do that is added weight to the body. Okay, so for muscle strength, it is heavier weight, less reps. So again, I want to remind you that if you're over 30, 30 and over, if you're not actively building muscle, you are losing muscle. It is a natural aging process of the human body. It is called sarcopenia. So if you know somebody in their older years and the doctor, they come home and they say the doctor's diagnosed me with sarcopenia, it's normal. And really what's happening is they're just experiencing the normal degeneration of muscle on the body. So with that said, even 70 and 80-year-olds and older can actually become just as strong as a very young person. Okay, that is a fact. You can look that up. Can't do that with cardio, but you can do that with muscle strength. So just remember that. Women in menopause especially need to lift heavy stuff for so many reasons. I'm not going to list them all here, but I'm going to pick out, just kind of mention a couple of them. Lifting heavy weights not only helps with osteoporosis, helps with your bones, helps having more muscle on your body. Not only helps your bones and helps your joints and bones move better, but it also your muscle cells produce hormones and your fat cells produce hormones. The muscle cells, the more muscle you have, the more better hormone production you have. With your fat cells, it's not such a great hormone. I mean, we need it, but we don't want so much fat hormone production as we want muscle cell hormone production. Okay, so adding muscle to the female body is so important, and I promise you, I have never had anybody walk in and as hard as they may want to work, they are never going to look like a bodybuilder. And that is because most women are afraid to eat enough. Okay. So I'll leave that there. That's a whole nother subject. If you decide to strength train in the gym or at home with weights, always have somebody around, always have a spotter if you're lifting super heavy. Always warm up. You have got to warm up. I can still remember a time in my life 10 years ago when I thought I was young enough, warm-ups didn't matter so much, but I promise you they do. Always do some dynamic stretching after. So instead of static stretching, just getting in a stretch and holding it for 30 seconds, it is better to do dynamic stretching. Okay, that is just stretching that is back and forth. And always, 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 you want nutrients right away. I make my clients have their protein or snack, whatever they're having, before they walk out my door. So I like to preach it within 10 minutes of quitting your workout. There's a whole nother subject to be talked about that, but I can guarantee you that every single person in my 14 years of training, that if they follow that, get their nutrients right away within those 10 minutes, always success. And it doesn't matter if you're muscle strength training, muscle endurance training, or doing HIIT workouts or boot camp. You want to have a tiny, even if it's a tiny snack within the first 10 minutes, okay? Your body just squeezes, your muscles squeeze everything out like a sponge. It's been wrung dry. And if you don't feed it, now that's if you're working hard, okay? And if you don't feed it right away when it's done, you're driving home. You tell me you're going to get your snack when you get home in 10, 15, 20 minutes, which usually ends up being 30 minutes. Your muscles are already starting to expand because they've got to have those nutrients right now. So if they're expanding right now and you haven't given them any, guess what happens? They're going to take from other muscle cells, okay? You're going to think they should take from the fat cells, but they will not, okay? The fat is there for famines. Okay, it's there for famine or cardio work. So just remember that snack is super important. Have a great day.